Right, the latest thing today is they're talking about narrowing all the roads in the country to make way for cyclists. As in, you know, cars shouldn't be overtaking cyclists, so they need extra space.
And
so
if that doesn't make them overtake cyclists, nothing will it? Let's face
it. It's going to be more dangerous to cyclists because there'll be all this traffic queuing up behind them, HGVs on narrow roads.
Impatient drivers wanting to overtake a cyclist and they can't. That's going to wind them up even more, isn't it?
Get a fucking life!
Yeah.
Seriously, unbelievable.
One of my missions is to turn on its head the idea that carbon dioxide is a pollutant and somehow dangerous, when in fact it is the most important nutrient for all life on Earth, and without it this would be a dead planet. So I say not only is carbon dioxide good, it is essential, and it's a good thing that we are putting some more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere because it was running low before we came along. If we had definitive proof that CO2 was causing serious problems and we could prove it, don't you think they would write that down on a piece of paper somewhere so people could read it? They don't have definitive proof, period, in science. I'm a student of the philosophy and history of science, and I know that the scientific method has not been applied in such a way as to prove that carbon dioxide is causing the Earth to warm.
You think in a few years, say 50 years from now, people go, that was a really stupid period in our history when we tried to change all our energy policies to cut this gas?
I am firmly of the belief that the future will show that this whole hysteria over climate change was a complete fabrication.
Hello boys and girls, it's David here. I'm going to do a little video to talk about carbon dioxide, the evil carbon dioxide which is killing us all day by day.
Murdering rotter dogs!
So I've got a book here which is Science Experiments, the 1991 book of Science Experiments, an Usborne children's book of science experiments from 1991. There we go. So we're going to talk about carbon dioxide and what it said in 1991 about carbon dioxide. So if I go to page 7 of this book, page 7 of the Usborne Science Experiments book, down the bottom of page 7 you will see an article here about carbon dioxide, and in this article it's got a diagram. It basically says, did you know plants and trees help to keep the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide gases in the air. At night, they take oxygen and send out carbon dioxide. We're talking about plants and trees at night time taking in oxygen and sending out carbon dioxide. It then says, in sunlight, trees use the carbon dioxide to make food and oxygen. So in the daytime, trees use carbon dioxide to make food and oxygen. So what does that say about carbon dioxide? It feeds the trees to produce food and oxygen. What do humans need? They need food and oxygen. What do animals need? They need food and oxygen. Okay, we're talking about carbon dioxide. This is a book from 1991. And I'll prove it to you, it's 1991, because on the back page, it's copyright published in 1991. Okay, hope you can see that. 1991. So what's happened between 1991 and 2025, when carbon dioxide was at one point feeding the trees and producing life, and now it's demonized and there's too much carbon dioxide, it's killing us all. The curriculum's changed. Question everything, guys. This is 1991. What has changed since 1991?
COVID jabs in the classroom. This is the next step in the vaccine rollout to immunise the nation.
Nothing to worry about. I promise it'll be over in a couple of minutes.
From today, more than 3 million 12 to 15-year-olds became eligible to have an injection. Parental consent is being sought, but children can overrule if they're deemed competent.
if they're deemed competent.
I'm happy I've got it because it makes it easier to go out and enjoy myself now.
I've got grandparents. I'd love to be safe around them and spend time with them and be safe.
And after what has been a success to vaccinate millions of adults across Britain, the scientific community was split when it came to children.
It's really important to remember that the UK Chief Medical Officers have supported the introduction of the vaccine to this age group, and that's then been signed off by government.
The JCVI said there was no need to have children, and you and Johnson and Valens went ahead with it. You are murderers!
Arrest Chris Whitty! Arrest Chris Whitty! Arrest Chris Whitty! Nuremberg trials, Chris Whitty! Nuremberg trials!
And we're doing it, we're rolling it out in schools because it is our best chance not just to protect children but to protect families as well.
Thanks for watching.
But what's going on in Bridgwater is absolutely terrible. You know, they've absolutely ruined the traffic system there.
Celebration Mile.
Oh God.
Who's celebrating?
Who's celebrating? None of the businesses, none of the people who live there, because they're being, you know, the delays. They can't get to work. It's literally chaos there. They've created this one-way system there that's just not working. But again, it's all been done deliberately, isn't it? To stop people using cars.
It seems so, yeah.
Everything they're doing in every town, different little schemes to make people stop using their cars.
Definitely, yeah.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
Moving, moving, moving.